everybody, my name is Tris. If you haven't already seen me before, this is my channel and it's Double O'Neil. And Double O'Neil, Neil's my last name. I thought it sounds better than Double O Tris. Can I get a ring up here? People seem to think I'm called Neil. That's fine, you can call me Neil. It's not my first name, but it's my last name, but we can go for that. Anyway, thank you so much for all your great comments on the previous episodes. I had so much fun making the episode, especially when I edited it and I did the teleport scenes. And it felt a little bit silly, but I played it back with the sound effects with it as well, and I thought, okay, fine, that's good. And some of my friends and family, they kind of chuckled at it, and yeah, I liked the comments as well. I did the track joining on the last episode where we have the copper-clad sleepers, because you can't see anything out there in the market, and so I wanted to make my own ones. And actually I had quite a few messages from people asking if I would be making them anymore. They'd be quite happy to buy some, so I've actually, don't know if I'm going to let the cat out the bag here, but I'm going to be selling some of these. So if you are interested, check in the description below. I'll pop my email on there, and yeah, just email me if you're up for, you know, wanting some of those copper clad bits as well as the jig or whatever. I'm happy to help you out if you're after something. Obviously it takes a bit of time, so obviously I'll have to charge you. But yeah, anyway, on to the really fun bit, hitting the mic there. I've got myself, I'm pointing to it but you can't see it, it's off camera, but I got myself an Anycubic Photon 3D printer. And why did I buy one of them? Well, I want to make stuff on it, I want to print things, and I've had good fun. Initially I printed a little Yoda, which was really good fun. My first print went terribly actually, it kind of pancaked up, I put all the wrong settings in. I just thought, I know technology, I can do what I like on this, and I'll just put it in for this, it will still make it, but it didn't. So then I did my research on YouTube, well, classic research, just find the guy with the right answer. Right, these are the settings, and that was that, so it's brilliant. So I found some settings, I put them on, and I've been running those settings every single time. I've made actually something for my nephew, my brother asked me for today. Can't say what it is, I'll have to ask him if it's okay to show you in a little video clip now. If not, you won't see anything, because it's for his birthday present, so I don't want to ruin anything, and because he might be watching, so I don't want to, you know, wreck his birthday. And yeah, anyway, so I wanted to make some things for the railway, and it could be, for example, a suitcase for the platform. I can make a small building. I can make a steam engine body for the chassis. I've seen Budget Model Railway, they do the bodies that go on the chassis, and I thought that's so cool. I'd love to have a go at making one. And I had a little look, and a lot of people do 3D printing services, and I just had a little look at the stuff that they've been doing, and I thought, well, I'd like to make something myself. Sorry, it's a bit gassy there. And I want to show you what I've been up to, and I'll talk you through it. And so basically I got this on Friday, and while I was doing my filming, I did bits and bobs in regards to printing and drawing like crazy, and doing you know, iterations to get to where I am now. So I made this cute, very cute little body. Basically it's for my 009 engines. As you've seen, I've got my 009 line on the track. And I wanted to fit, well, I love the pannier tank engines by Great Western Railway. And there's something beautiful about them. And I thought, if Great Western decided they were going to make a beautiful little saddle tank that was going to be going around their narrow gauge railways, if, you know, if they had any, let's say, this is how I would vision that it looked. So my first version, it came out alright, and basically I printed it. It comes out of a vat, and if you want me to, I can explain how the 3D printers work. So basically, it's got like a mobile phone screen underneath it, and it fires out UV. And in the vat, that this plate goes into and keeps coming out at 0.05 steps. In that vat of this UV curing resin is that, and so it goes up at 0.05 steps, you know, 0.05 of a millimeter, and it steps up, and the light comes on in the part of what you want to do to be printed. So it starts off with the base and these little legs to grab it. Okay, I'll pop some bits in now, like with a little picture, so you can see everything. And so then when it gets to here, it will print that bit and that bit next. Okay, we'll get that just in focus, not me. There we go, it's in focus. So it will do just that and that, and it will go through until it's just done that and that, and then it starts doing more, and it works its way until you've only got this little beastie left. So, but you've got all these little legs that connect it up to support it, and in the end it comes off in this little plate. And I'll do like a bit more of a video sometime, maybe on the next one or the one after that, when I've done some more things and teach you more about 3D printing if you don't already know. It's quite scary when you first start. You get this box. The Photon, I got mine for around the 250 mark, so that was an absolute steal in regards to that technology. For me to be able to use it is awesome. I'm so impressed. And I've got these wonderful prints. So my first one, actually, I printed at a slight angle, and I got certain effects. You know, the surface finish was strange on top. So I thought, okay. So the next one, I actually printed this way up. So it started with the nose, and it worked its way. Oh, no, it didn't. It started with the back, and it had these little legs grabbing things, and it worked its way to the end. And basically what I found was the end was crazy crazy good. This is actually my other one. This is my one with the end. And the surface here, you see how shiny that is in the light? I was really impressed. But some of the other surfaces are a bit gnarly, and actually what you can see here, the dome and I guess that's for the, when it gets to too high a pressure, that blasts out. Oh, I can't remember all the name for things, and that's the steam collector, I guess. They got a bit deformed on that. You can see they're not the best shape there. So I just thought, okay. And also the cab roof, I had this, you know, it's all part of it. So if I want to paint the inside black, it's going to be really hard. And also what I want to do is add some detail in later and have all the gauges and everything and all the levers. You know, I could draw something up. So I got to the point that I got to this little beastie, and we'll get him in focus, not me, and he came out really, really well. I'll put in a bunch of shots now so you can see it, but I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. I've got some backbone couplings, which are meant for their trucks and stuff like that, the wagons, and yeah, on here you can peel the roof off. Okay, so that all comes off, so we can look on the inside. And you know, it's wonderful when you've got an idea and you spend some time on the computer drawing it up. Because I've got some drawing software that I use, and you know, I did all the magic there, spent a various amount of hours doing it and then tweaking it, do the next iteration, tweaking it, do the next iteration. And yeah, it's printed off, and you know, if you work on it, you've got to clean up. The resin's not nice for your hands, you've got to wear gloves. They advise wearing a mask. I didn't use a mask, but I used the gloves. It's really important to use the gloves. It's not good for you. And then you kind of put what you've just had into some IPA. And as a model engine person, well, you know, model railway people, I like to have IPA for various things. And I finally had some. I had to use it for this anyway, and I put it in kind of a sandwich box with a seal, and I put that in there and give it a good shake around, let it settle, and all the excess resin that hasn't been set by the UV light, it just kind of washes away a bit. And then once you've got that out, you snip off all your extra little legs that hold everything, because they're still kind of soft at that point. And then I went and put it out in the sun to finally, basically, you could say, let's bake it. But just the normal UV light will actually set the remainder of what's there. It will harden it up finally, and then you can start sanding it and spraying it and sanding it and doing what you like. So I had to sand it down. I used a kind of a heavier sandpaper initially to get the surface to a flat state, and then I used some 1000 grit and got it all nice. So that was good. I primed it. I'm waiting. I ordered from a model shop. I guess I could say which model shop. Howell's Models. Not sponsored by anyone or supported by anyone. But they happen to have some Rail Match post-war green for Great Western. So I will be spraying it up that. But at the moment, as my dad said, because I sent him a picture today, he said it's like a the prototypical colour. So when they'd release an engine where they'd take pictures, they would have everything in grey. and yeah, and it kind of picks out all the contours nicely. So I'm going to go up into the loft anyway and give it a run, and you can have a little watch now, and you'll see it going around. So really pleased with how it's running. The engine actually doesn't run really well, but it looks great when it's going. It pulls the wagons actually better than the other one used to. I forgot to say, in the body I put a little brass weight. It weighs 7 grams at the front to help counterbalance the motor, which is actually sitting at the back. In what you might want to know, because people always wonder how heavy engines are, but this weighs 37.5 grams, I think it was when I weighed it. It was just out of interest, and a lot of that weight is in the smoke box area and then on the chassis. The actual body doesn't weigh much at all, so that was cool. But I hope you're enjoying, seeing this go up and down. For me, it's thoroughly enjoyable. When the paint comes, I'll paint it up and I'll show you what I've got up to. And also I've got my Great Western Railway transfers, so I'm going to put them on as well. So that would be, I don't know, I think it would look really good. And then I guess I should get myself some brass rods and various things, and I can start adding in some detail to it, as well as do the cab information for, like I said, the gauges. Even put a little man in there, that would be great. So yeah. So I hope you enjoy that. I think it looks good. I'm going to try and do some more. Maybe get some more chassis and come up with some different body designs. Maybe some things that are more realistic. But for me, that's what I would have designed if I was an engineer for the Great Western. And, we had a narrow gauge line, and right, Tristram, can you design me up an engine? I'm like, of course. And that's what I would have done. Being up in the loft has been great. Even though it's the end of the day, and yes, I know I will get some insulation, it is pretty warm. My plan is to get some next month, and maybe you'll see on a video that I've done it, and it will settle some of you down. But you do get very warm up there. So yes, great thing, making your own little model. Obviously, I could say that this model has cost me £250, because that's how much the 3D printer was. But everything that you make after then, it divides up the cost for you effectively. But there's nothing more enjoyable for me than to create an idea that's in the head. So yeah, I can't wait to do more and bring some of these things to you. Maybe I end up doing some wagons to go with it. I love the idea of even going to other scales. I forgot that I had some O-gauge track, and I was like, I could make an O-gauge engine, make it in stages on the printer, make a chassis up, which shouldn't be too difficult. Just get some wheels, make a small gearbox for it, and a printer body off, and then I'd have an O-gauge. Obviously I haven't got not a lot of tractor on, and need to be able to go forwards and backwards a little bit. But that kind of popped into my head a little bit of stuff that I could do. But that would be for another day. I want to do things on my normal 00 gauge as well. And do some kind of original ideas, maybe. Who knows? I'll keep trying. But thank you for watching. Honestly, it's great, the comments that I get. The channel's growing. I get quite a lot of views now, which is brilliant. It's exciting for me when I check on the analytics, what's been coming through. And I won't have any hair on the next episode. I'm chopping it all off for charity. So I'm going to look, well, not bald. My hair and my beard's coming off, so you might not recognise it. You might even click off the video when you think that that's not him, it's someone else. But hopefully you'll give me a chance, and you'll be able to get used to the look. I can always put a hat on, so that might not scare you so much. But thank you for watching, as always. I love doing the videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. There's not as much going on as the last couple. Maybe this weekend, being that it's bank holiday weekend, I can go up into the loft and I can run some more lines across the my lift out section, and put some of the copper clad sleepers on. That should be really good. I've been making some of the copper clad sleepers for other people. They've been messaging me about them, so yeah, if you're interested, send me an email. It's just in the description now. Anyway, see you soon. Look after yourself. Stay safe. We're not allowed out yet, but hopefully we will be able to be let out soon or whenever it might be. And yeah, it's been good to see you all, and I will see you soon on the next episode. Bye.